I gotta give you guys credit too. Who's educating the community? Who's caring for you? Who's pushing out a video every day? Come on, who's working for you guys?
He's right. He's right about the daily
Show
drops,
some love.
man.
Cop the BMW, new deposit, I put up another bag. Like fuck it, I'ma count while I'm in it. I heard planes flying, crowds screaming, money counting chains, clanking shit. I guess that's how it sound when you win it. I ain't joking, do it sound like I'm kidding. I've been making like 2,000 a minute. So high up through the clouds, I was swimming. I'm probably gonna drown when I'm in it.
Yo, what is going on, YouTube family? Up next, Crypto Danny here, back again with another video for you guys, but not just a regular video, man. I got my man, the myth, the legend, the guy you guys already probably know because he's in the community, fully transparent. Paul, straight from Clct coin, the Clct coin. What's going on, brother? How are you? It's a pleasure to have you here with us today.
Thanks so much for having me. You know, I'm really excited to educate your community a little bit more about what we're doing, what we're all about, and to just add another layer of transparency to everything that we're doing.
100%. Now the cool thing about Paul is, man, this guy is so in the community, and we've been chatting shit like all day already. Like before we even got in the call, I've talked to him a bunch of times already. Such a cool guy, super down to earth, easy to get along with, and now here with the first utility token for physical NFTs. Guys, what is this all about, man? Where did this idea even come from? How did this come to birth? How did the team come together? Why don't you tell us a little bit about that and a little bit about yourselves? Maybe for the guys that don't know you. I know a lot of people already know you, but for the guys that don't know you in the audience, let us know.
Of course. So first of all, you know, just a little bit about myself. My background's actually in finance. That's what I studied in school. I worked in an ultra high net worth wealth management group at UBS with, you know, significant amounts of capital under management. Learned a lot about what wealthy people do to protect their capital. And more recently, I've been investing into the kinds of items that we're going to be offering. That's buying them, selling them. You know, over the last several years, I was trading high-end handbags, sneakers, watches, and, you know, select collectibles. And what I noticed over these years is the fraud is getting crazy. And it's inevitable that individuals in crypto are going to want to deal with these items because there's a lot of people out there that have made quite a bit of money. And they may want to diversify their portfolios into a nice watch, maybe a bracelet, maybe something else, whatever it may be. And there's just so many scammers. You know it, I know it, and you have to try to protect yourself. So if this kind of fraud level is happening in fiat, you can only imagine what's going to happen in crypto. So a lot of the ideas behind this is related to my personal experience in the fiat world, and then understanding that for crypto adoption to move forward, you have to have safe environments for individuals to be able to transact high valued items with being defrauded. And we're curating the items that we're offering to make sure they have an investment quality. And it's really just like where I started. It's about wealth management. It's about making sure that individuals that have made that 100x this year, you protect your gains. Because winter comes, you don't want that downside, you know, that correction. You want to make sure that you protect those gains, and we're hoping to provide an excellent solution for that.
100%, man. That's actually a really good way that you even put it. And one thing that I've noticed about you guys is that you pay a lot of attention to the details and you care a lot about your community. And one thing that people don't realize is all of these freaking fees that they're charging people is killing the market right now. The low fees to transfer on your platform is absolutely killer. And the fact that you guys decided to go with the BSC and be a BEP20 token, again, fast transactions, super low fees, really cool. How did that come about? Why did you guys decide to go that route? And how did the ICO go for you guys? I know that you guys sold out. Tell us a little bit about that and that success there. How did that even happen?
Of course. So first of all, we are on the Binance Smart Chain. The reason why we did that, like you mentioned, is for the low fees, but we also wanted to stay close to the Ethereum network in case they eventually solve that fee problem. And then we can access that kind of liquidity as well. We're looking on some cross-chain solutions also, but the reality is that we just know that you want to be on a network that is reliable, has a large liquidity, and you know that we can use smart contracts. We had our ICO, it just closed a couple weeks ago. It went fantastic. I'm sure some of the Up Next boys piece of that.
The Up
So,
Next boys love that, man. The Up Next boys have been riding with that. You guys have seen the
Yeah.
Collect Coin video. Come on.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, the last 72 hours of our ICO, we sold $1 million. It went crazy. So we're just really excited to have a really enthusiastic community. People are really hyped for our Pancake Swap listing. November 30th, 1500 UTC. It's going to be live. We have a lot of interested parties. And also, as individuals that have participated in the ICO are aware, we have a lot of anti-dump mechanisms. For example, on the DEX listing, only 25% of the ICO tokens will be available for those that bought. So you can't just dump all your tokens. And the truth is, we've got a lot of interested whales that want to come in that weren't able to come in during the ICO because we had a 3 BNB cap, essentially. It was 30,000 collect coin. So in the beginning, it was $1,500. And at the end, it was $2,400. So there's nobody really sitting here with a lot of tokens. And there were some people, they were DMing me, asking me, how can I get some more? What can I do? Come on, raise the limit. But we're not about that. We didn't want any whales in our ICO. If you want to come in big, you got to come in when everybody else comes in. So for us, there will be a lot of people, coming in at that time. And the community is just so excited. And the truth is, I don't even see the point of selling your tokens before the marketplace launches. I mean, that's so excited. If you want to do a double up, go right ahead. But we're going for bigger gains than that.
That's crazy. And the craziest part is how the community came together so fast, man. What were some of the things that you guys did to support that growth in the community, that fast growth in the community? Or was it giveaways? Was it airdrops? What community building strategies did you guys use to build the community to where it is now, to where your ICO is selling out, where you guys are making $1 million this quickly? How did that all come apart, man? What strategies did you guys use for that? Give us some advice, some insight.
Yeah, absolutely. So look, the first thing I'll tell everybody is it starts with the project itself. You've got to have a reasonably good idea. And I think that what we're working on, the ability to be able to trade these valuable goods via NFTs, to be able to track provenance, see who's owning it after you, if you want to follow it, see what the prices were so you can track the value. All of this data is so valuable that I think people really, really connect to that. And then secondly, we doxed ourselves. We are 3 founders that have decades of experience in our respective fields, and we are not afraid to show ourselves. I ran another tech startup in the past in 2013 and 14. And it's something where if you're transparent with who you are and what you're working on, the community stands by that. We didn't do any airdrops. We're not, we did 2 contests actually. We had a meme contest that was a great success. Hundreds of memes were created. And now we've gotten this kind of meme culture going on in our Telegram where they're making memes of me. I'm sure they're going to cut this video up and probably make some more.
I can't wait to see that one.
Oh yeah, I'll share them with you. Make no mistake, it's going to be wild. They'll probably make some of you too.
Oh man, there's a lot of memes and a lot of gifs of what's going around on Telegram where the boys are going to have a field day with this one.
We got a guy that's going to make, he said before we launch the marketplace, he's going to make 1,000 memes. And he's already done like 15 so far, putting our faces on things and adding music. And it's a lot of fun. It really
you guys are cool guys, man. One thing that I have noticed about the project is that you guys are fun guys. You guys are really cool guys. And it brings me down to my next thing that I have been wondering about is, and I always wonder about every project, what has been their biggest challenges? How have they overcome these challenges? And how do they continue to overcome new challenges that come their way? Because, man, the crypto industry, if there's one thing that I've noticed being in it for so long, is that it is never the same day. You are never going to have the same exact day in crypto as the other day. It's just everything is different. The market is up and down. There's so much volatility. There's so many different scams and there's so many different trolls. How do you guys deal with all that, man? And the FOMO and the FUD and all of that.
Absolutely. So, I mean, we've been working on this for a while, since February. That's when we started conceptualizing the idea, how we essentially, thought about how we're going to do the business process. And then right away, I got on the phone. I'm going to talk to those business, the partnerships, ask them, would you want to partner with us? Because the one thing to understand about what the monocle market is, this is not something where one person can come on and sell one thing. If that's what looking for, you're going to have to wait a little while. Initially, this is an enterprise solution. This is somewhere where someone that already has a huge book of business but wants greater crypto exposure, or they want access to that $3 trillion in assets that currently exist, and they want to tap that market. Those are the people that we're gonna connect with. So a lot of it is educating some of those individuals. Not everybody is on board with crypto. Some people, you have to essentially tell them what the opportunity is. But I'll tell you one thing. Recently, as we're getting closer to launch and I'm talking to these folks and they see the market going crazy like it is right now, they're on board. So, but in terms of challenges, look, when the market corrects 20%, 30%, they get scared. You know, they're, oh, I don't know about this, you know, and it's really educating them to the fact that like, this is just the way that crypto is. There are these corrections, but they, you know, things recover. And if you're in something, look, like the market conditions are the market conditions, you know, and then look, the truth is, some of it is suffering from success. You know, we've got people that want to onboard with us. They wanted to onboard with us when I talked to them in April. And they're like, okay, when can we get started? When can we get started? You know, we're working on the marketplace right now. There's a lot of things to do before that. You know, we had our pre-sale, we had our ICO, we're launching on DEX. And all the while we're building this out, we're talking to the partners, understanding what their needs are. That, you know, the truth is, because I was a seller in this space for so long, I understand their pain points. I know what they're going through. I know what they want. And we're able to address a lot of that without necessarily having to go through this revisionist policy. But again, for us, it's about, you know, making sure that we provide the best platform for the sellers and make sure that the buyers feel comfortable. So, you know, it's one, onboarding all the people, making sure that everyone understands everything. And then really just dealing with a lot of the marketing. I mean, that's how a lot of the success happened, is a powerful marketing, strong community, and a great business idea, you know, like, and I think that we have.
Love it, man. Honestly, I've been big supporters of Clct Coin from the start. We've been Clct supporters from the start. Even Keon, you guys seen the video. I'll link it in the description below for you guys to see. But one thing that I have not really known about or found out about is the other guys on the team. I know you've been an amazing guy throughout this journey for Clct Coin, and just us hopping on calls, discussing things. You know, you're such an awesome guy to talk to. But what about Nick? What about Rainer? What are these guys doing for the company, and how did this team come apart? I know you guys are the A team right now. These guys have tons of experience, years of extensive experience behind them, including yourself. But how did this come together, man?
So first of all, I'll tell you that our team is a very senior team. You know, you've got some projects that are coming out with individuals, you know, that are young, that don't have a lot of experience in their respective fields. You know, I've been selling online for 20 years. And what brought Nick and I together was he was one of my partners when I was running Way.com in 2013 and 14. Nice. And he helped us with a lot of design. Nick is an extremely talented designer. You know, he's done work for a lot of Fortune 500 brands. There's a certain ride sharing company that exists out there that's very large, and he's done their
Which one is that? Uber?
I mean, you know, you said
I gotta just come out with it.
So it's one of those things where we
clickbait.
Yeah, look, we've got guys that have incredible experience, and then Rainer, you know, he's been working for, you know, one of the largest German automotive companies in the world. For a couple of decades, you know, maybe like 15 years at this point. He's been coding for almost 25 years. I'm the youngest person on the team, and I've got a few grays in my beard, you know.
I see you. I'm right there with you, my man.
Yeah. Right, so, you know, we Nick and I met years ago. We stayed in touch because we really loved working together, and we were able to secure an exit from that project. And we always, at some point when the time was right, we would come back together. Rainer, we met him actually earlier this year in a hackathon, and he was just so enthusiastic about blockchain. He was doing this stuff for fun. You know, crazy. What he's doing now for work is what he was already doing just on the side, outside of his regular work. So we really worked so well together. He's extremely brilliant, and you know, having partners like that make me as confident as I am. So that's why I know we're going to deliver a quality product. I know what's coming, and it's going to blow your mind.
I can't wait. I cannot wait to see. Honestly, like I said, we've been longtime fans, and I know you guys I've been watching the content for a little while too, so I appreciate that. I know you've been supporting us for a while, so obviously we're going to be supporting anything that you're talking about. It's right up our alley. And one thing that does align with that is the roadmap that you guys are actually following. The roadmap has been successful so far. We've seen a lot of milestones get hit. But what's next? What's next in the short term? What's next in the long term? Which is going to follow me up for my next question that I'm going to ask for the investor guys. But what's the roadmap looking like?
Absolutely. So next thing is getting launched on PancakeSwap. And then obviously we have partnerships that already have agreed to things. But the reality is, until they start sending us items, until we start curating those exact items, we haven't decided to announce anything. But what we're probably going to do next is start announcing some of these partnerships. We've got individuals with thousands of trading cards, one-of-a-kind art pieces that span sports memorabilia, entertainment memorabilia. I'm talking to somebody with real masterworks.
That's dope.
I mean, this is something where, even in the handbag space, somebody with dozens of Birkin bags. I mean, these are some of the most coveted items when it comes to investment quality collectibles that you could ask for. And those are the guys that we're going after. I'm not going after that one guy with maybe 20 Pokemon cards. I'm going after the company that has thousands of trading cards that span several different things. And then making sure that our advisors are individuals that are really experienced in those spaces. And obviously, we're planning a lot of these announcements to kind of keep the community engaged, because PancakeSwap listing, it's going to be just sharing news, telling them, what are we doing next? So our plan after the PancakeSwap listing, the next big thing is really the launch of the marketplace.
Nice.
And leading up to that, onboarding everything that we're going to be doing, that we're going to be offering, and just making sure that the community is aware and prepped about what we're doing. We're probably going to have some more giveaways to really keep the community engaged. We're going to start the staking program a little bit early. There's going to be additional incentives, not just what we had in mind to just share the profits of the business with the individuals, because again, we are not a reflection token. This is the one thing to understand. When you send money to your collect coin to your friend, there are no additional fees. It's just the price of gas, pennies. But when individuals trade on the platform, that's when individuals that are staking are going to collect, some more collect coin, but also we're going to add additional incentives. So we want to make sure that our holders are incentivized as much as possible, leading from the time that they buy it to the time that they spend it on the marketplace. And, we're going to revealing a lot of this. We talked to Telegram first, then Twitter, and make no mistake, our mods are always there. I'm often looking at the chat. You can find me in there. Hell, if you tag me in something, I will respond. My mods make sure that
I can vouch for that, boys. I can vouch for that.
Yeah, absolutely. So look, we're really excited about where this is going. We're really excited about the quality of the partnerships that we're dealing with. That's what really is going to set us apart from other competitors. And the fact that we are verifying all the items. This is not somewhere you can just tokenize anything you want and then sell it, because there's a lot of inherent problems with that. What if you tokenize a real item and then sell a fake and then say, oh no, it's the real one? There's all these little incomplete components that some other platforms are offering that we're trying to eliminate off rip. As we grow and as we scale, we may expand how transactions happen, but you have to start with this closed loop to make sure everybody is safe. And that's one of the core tenets: transparency, safety, quality. That's what this is all about, and investment quality.
1,000,000%, man. That's an amazing answer. One thing you guys got to realize, man, Paul is probably the most well-spoken guy on the freaking team. The guy is just on it. He does not miss, which leads me to wonder what you're going to answer for this next question, because a lot of people are going to want to know this. There is the average Joe that wants to pick up some tokens, that wants to hop on PCS. As soon as you guys hit PCS, he wants to pick that thing up and just wait for the moon and watch the moon, and maybe even sell off, maybe take profits. Who knows? There's the average investor. There is the average Joe who doesn't care about the technology as much, who doesn't care about the marketplace as much, who just cares about their bags. All right. And what do you have in mind for those guys? What do you have in mind for those demographics that want to pick up and maybe even hodl? Maybe hodl for 6 months, maybe hodl for a year. what are the projections for the next 3 months, 6 months, or 12?
So I'd say in the next 6 months, looking ahead, what is going to be the state of the marketplace? It'll have been launched. It would have been, transactions are flowing through. So individuals that have the coin are already collecting, one, through the additional staking incentives that we haven't even discussed on the website yet, that we're working on right now, collecting from the marketplace itself. As we populate this marketplace with more and more and more items, there's going to be greater opportunity for transactions, for individuals to spend their items, and their collect coin on the items. And again, you can redeem them or not. I'll tell you, the items that we're going to be offering, even if you just hold it, you're going to make money. If that crypto winter comes, you're going to be protected from the downside. 6 months from now, who knows what's going to happen in the greater market? But if you buy one of our NFTs, look, if things go south, you can redeem your NFT, you can collect your item, and you can move forward. But it's tough to decide. Like a year from now, we're going to have a marketplace launched with buy it now with best offers, auctions, the staking options, the collections are going to be bigger. We might even introduce fractionalization and pools where, based on data, we're going to see what are the items that are going up the most, that are appreciating the most, and maybe create a high yield pool where you can invest your collect coin and then take a piece of profit based on that when those individual items that we aggregate get sold off to individuals that are making us offers for them. So there's going to be a lot of opportunity within the ecosystem for individuals that have the coin to be able to make money. And look, creating all this value, it will drive up the price of the coin. But I'm not entirely focused on that, about the coin price, because I feel like when you add value to the company, the coin follows.
Happens simultaneously. It happens. It goes hand in hand, and that's what makes you guys a real freaking project. That's what makes you guys a real freaking company. The price of the coin should never be the subject matter ever. It should be, in the super back end of the page, because as you said, once you add value, those things come with it. Once you add value, that's when the real liquidity comes in. So that's very interesting. Because look, that's what I tell you guys, man. Get into real projects with real purposes and real roadmaps for long-term gains, and pick those projects up. Look at the technology that we got in Collect Coin, something that I haven't seen done before at all in the crypto space. And I've looked at thousands of projects, and what you guys are doing with the authenticity factor, I love it, man. I love it. Who came up with that?
Well, honestly, a big part of it is in my space. The number one thing that I dealt with over the last 6.5 years were actually luxury handbags, if you would believe that, So the number one brand that I dealt with was Louis Vuitton, and after handling literally thousands of Louis bags, I could probably authenticate them. I am not an authenticator, but when you handle so many of them, you know what to look for. And all my items were always brand new, so I know they're authentic because I'm getting them directly from the boutique. But I've made relationships with authenticators over the years. One of our advisors is an authenticator for jewelry. Again, he will be revealed to everyone also. But it's really about minting the NFT last. When someone sends us an item, we verify that it is the item that they sent to us, and then we do a third-party authentication, and then we mint the NFT, put it in that individual's wallet, and they can decide if they want to sell it, if they want to hold it, whatever they want to do. And it's going through those steps to make sure that, again, it's about the community, making sure that our buyers are protected, because it's easy to just mint an NFT for anything, and say, oh, it represents this. But unless you have a trusted body saying that actually it is that, and then there are verifiable documents, problems can arise. So the authenticity factor is huge, making sure that everything is authenticated, there's supporting documentation, and the individuals that transact on our marketplace are able to verify that with third parties that are not Monaco Market, that are not the individual selling, an independent third party that has verified these items.
Incredible, man. Honestly, I can't say enough about how much I like this project, which makes me think and wonder what everyone else is probably wondering, because this is one thing that pushes a any project to the next level, and it's big partnerships. So I know you're here on Up Next Crypto, and you know we bring news to the channel, first ever news to the channel, first time news that's coming out. So give us some heat, man. Give us something spicy. Spill the beans on some partnerships coming up for your boy here. Hook us up, man.
So I'll tell you this, without getting into specifics, I'll tell you some of the individuals that I've spoken to that I've already committed. There's one individual that is, out of Florida that has dozens of, very high valued handbags and vintage jewelry from, look, Hermes, Van Cleef and Arpels for the jewelry, really high end, even timepieces. I've got a
Jacob and Co.
No. I mean, so this is the thing to understand is that all of the dealers that we're working on are secondary sellers. So, Jacob, they make watches, but we would deal with, another company that's also on the East Coast of the US that has tens of millions of dollars in sales, and they sell watches like Jacob's, like Richard Mille's, like, Audemars, Rolexes, Vacheron Constantine watches. Like, these are the creme de la creme investment quality watches. And that's what we're curating. That's what we're going to be offering, whether it's handbags, whether it's watches, whether it's trading cards. We're working with a company that has over 7,000 trading cards, and they want us to list them all. We're not going to list them all because we're all about curation. We want to make it easy for our community. If the item is in our marketplace, that we like it. I would buy it. So I'm recommending that maybe you take a chance. So those are the kinds of individuals that we're working with. And it's not just somebody coming on here to list their item for 10x the real value to try to get my community, because I'm all about protecting them, making sure that they're protecting themselves. They're investing in the right items, and they're educated about why should you be buying this? Why do you want to buy this trading card versus that trading card? Why maybe some kids out there forgot about Michael Jordan, because they're all about, the Currys and the LeBrons of today. But look, there's a lot of great items that exist that have incredible investment value that some people just don't know about it. And we're here to educate them and make sure that you're buying the right things. That's what this is all about moving crypto forward.
Incredible message, incredible vision, as I've said before. Man, what more can I say about a project like this? Guys, like I said, Collect Coin, one of the biggest projects in the market right now. I don't want to take up too much of your time, my man. I know we've been talking since how long has it been? Like 2 hours before we hopped on the call that we were just talking. Every time I get on a call with you, just run hours and hours. I know you need your sleep. I need my sleep. We're late night up, guys. For you, for you guys, we stay up late night grinding through the night. So we bring you guys hot content like this with amazing people like Paul. So let me know, man. Tell me if there's any other news you want our viewers to know about. We know we got a huge community, just past 250,000 subscribers on YouTube. Road to 300K, boys. Keep hitting that subscribe button. It's a huge community. So if you have any other news, special dates, releases, when was PCS again? What date is PCS happening? Just tell us right now before we sign off.
Of course, the most important thing to understand, go to PCS, Pancake Swap. Our coin is CLCT. We're going to include the contract address in the description as well. And we will, again, it's going to be on November 30th at 1500 UTC, wherever you are in the world. That's when we're going to drop. And look, we're starting with $700,000 in liquidity. So it's going to take a little bit of money to move that token. But let me tell you, from my DMs personally, we have a lot of individuals, both in crypto already and individuals that I know from the outside world that really like what we're doing and that are bringing money on that wasn't even in crypto before. And these are the guys that are going to hold for a while because they want to see where this goes. So, this is definitely, in my opinion, a long-term project, long-term hold, wait and see where this goes. And I promise you will not be disappointed. I don't miss.
100%. I know you don't miss. You're a sharpshooter, and I know that from experience, from seeing what you've done in the past. So huge shout out to Paul, man, and huge shout out to Collect Coin, CLCT, to the freaking moon. I got this for you boys. Look at this, man. I got this special for
Here it is, right there.
right there. I've showed you, you know, we're going to the freaking moon, boys. Thank you so much, Paul, for giving us your time again. It's been exciting times. I'm so excited to see what happens next. Don't forget, November 30th, PCS, contract address in the description below. If you guys enjoyed the video today, man, we stayed up late night for you guys. Smash the thumbs up button, subscribe to the channel if you're not, leave a comment down below what you think about the video, and we'll see you boys on the next one. I hope I have you on another call soon, my man. I'll catch you later.
You bet. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Thank you.
All right, I'm just gonna stop.